I lead a team of 260 engineers who look after, design and maintain all the different vehicles here at TfL, so trams, trains, buses, bicycles, ferries to name a few.
I'm a graduate civil engineer at Mott MacDonald and I work in the transportation unit. This means I work on projects involving civil structures such as railways, tunnels and bridges.
I'm an overhead contact system engineer for the railways, which means I look at electrifying old and existing railway routes. I'm also rail sustainability lead, which sees me help my colleagues implement sustainability into their projects, both from an environmental and societal point of view.
I'm a chartered architect, and for TfL, I'm a senior engineer in the digital team. What this means is that I create and manage drawings that are used for discussion, design, pricing, contract, construction, and documentation.
I was always interested in the skills of engineering. I always loved playing with Lego and then learning design and technology at school. So I wanted to do a job where I could use my skills to solve problems and improve other people's lives, whilst keeping that creative and playful aspect.
From as far back as I can remember, I was always trying to work out how to fix stuff, not always successfully. This progressed from my bicycle to motorbikes and then to cars, which gave me my first job as a car mechanic. I was later given the opportunity to work for British Rail as a trainee telecom engineer a mere 32 years ago. I worked through the ranks, then took a different route which took me to commissioning telecom equipment on the London Underground telecom network.
When I was growing up, I didn't know what an engineer was, but I knew I liked to know how and why everything works. I was also quite good at maths and science, which later I found out were all good traits of an engineer. At college, I studied maths, business, engineering and theatre studies, and later at university studying mechanical engineering. All this has made me a very well-rounded engineer.
I didn't always want to be an engineer. At school, I thought I wanted to be an architect. At A-level, I found maths, physics and D&T suited me best. But as time progressed and it was time to think about UCAS, I attended a few taster courses at different universities, and it was at this point that I found engineering to be the most fascinating.
I didn't really understand what engineering was to start with, but when I was at school and looking at degrees and what I wanted to do at university, I started to understand that designing and making things is what engineering was. I was really inspired by my grandfather, who was in the RAF during the interwar period.
What I enjoy most about my job is working with a varied team. It's always challenging and really interesting to put together different ways of working and different focus, all to make a successful project.
What I enjoy most about the job is learning new things and meeting new people. There's such a variety and there are so many complex systems that no one knows it all. So talking to the experts and learning from them is really exciting. Successful engineering requires teamwork, so being able to work with others on a big project is really important, and you'll always make some good friends along the way.
The best thing about my job is seeing the apprentices that I've employed, managed and advised going on to further their career to bigger and better things. Some have become team leaders, some have become project engineers.
The coolest thing we've designed was a small-scale train for a competition called the Railway Challenge, and we tried out lots of new and innovative things. One idea was having removable caster wheels, like on a supermarket trolley, so that we could move the train around off the track to do the maintenance. If this was applied to full-size trains, then potentially it could save a lot of money.
So I'm really proud of lots of the projects that I've been part of, but I hope that what I'm remembered for is my part in building a safe, fair and equitable workplace. The variety of our individual experiences allows us to be creative in how we solve a myriad of problems. So it's vital to build places where everyone can bring their creativity and feel confident to bring their ideas to solve engineering problems.